winter's over, I picked up all my loaned out generators. You can put Sta-Bil into the fuel and store these things, but I always prefer to drain out the fuel, drain the carburetors. And it's just because sometimes they may sit for a year or two, and then you're stuck with a carburetor that won't start. Plastic carburetors don't like having trash in them and water that decays into sludge. So it's just cheaper to just drain it all out, store the fuel in a fuel can, and make sure the carburetor's drained. I'll show you how to do that. What you'll need is, of course, a transfer pump. You get these pretty cheaply at Harbor Freight for like $10. And then you want to be sure the fuel is on. Turn the fuel off. Now there's fuel in the carburetor. So what we're going to do here is we're going to crank this thing up and run it until it runs dry. Or if you don't want to crank it up or can't, see that little nut right there, a little bolt? You can take that out and you can drain all the fuel out of the carburetor bowl. It'll also drain the fuel out of this line. Interesting thing about fuel is, over time, this line, having fuel sitting in it all the time, will slowly decay. Keeping it dry when you're not using it makes it last virtually forever. Alright, so it finally ran out of fuel in the carburetor. So now we're going to transfer the fuel out of the tank. For this, on the transfer pump, you'll see in and you'll see out. The one closest to the handle is in, the one furthest away is out. And what this means is you're going to take the in tube and put it into your gas tank, and out goes into your gas can where you're going to catch your gas. Don't put it on the ground. Now that I've got it all drained out, cleaned up, secured, I'll just take it and store it. Matter of fact, if you have a problem with a generator and you want to take it back to the store, they have a rule: you have to empty the gas tank before you can return it. But there you go. It is back home. I got to do the same thing to this one and two others. And this one here is unique because it has an electric start and a battery. And if you see that right there, that's for a battery maintainer, which I have, and it will keep the battery charged as it's being stored. The other option is to disconnect this hot cable right here and store it, and the battery will stay for a very long time before it runs down, but eventually everything, electrolytes, will move and it will run down. The best thing to do is to run the maintainer. It comes with it. If you don't have one, you can order one online. You want to get somewhere around 3 to 5 amps to keep it maintained.